Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, Geek X Chic, and we are back with another reaction to One Piece, Netflix's live action adaptation. We are now on to episode 3, which is called Tell No Tales. And there's usually a phrase that comes before that saying dead men tell no tales. So I'm happy they dropped the first part because it probably doesn't bode well considering who our subject matter is. But anyways, in the last episode, we had Luffy and his new crew, I think we can almost officially call them that, encounter their first real pirate, that being Buggy the Clown. They stumbled upon, well actually they were taken, they were taken these seeming fireworks, which are actually full of a knockout gas. It had them knocked out, and when they came to, they were sadly at the mercy of Buggy, who, of course, we knew from last episode, discovered that it was in fact Luffy and his crew that liberated the map to the Grand Line, which is something that he's been trying to do for a long time, but sadly was not able to do. So he wanted to get this map back at, basically at all costs. But we know that Luffy had no intention of giving him that map, mostly because, he wanted it for himself. But also, once he saw that he had gone and captured this entire village of people and were forcing them to basically be his prisoners, Luffy just basically decided he had to take matters into his own hands. So the whole episode kind of allowed us to see a little bit more about each of the characters, but we saw more about Luffy and more about his background. And we also learned that Buggy used to be part of, Shanks' crew way back in the day, but he claims that Shanks turned his back on him and betrayed him, and that he was not the kind of man that Luffy believed him to be. So we're gonna stick that in our hat for now. But we see that our protagonists did manage to get out, and now they feel like they are headed towards the Grand Line. We see though that despite this, Nami is still actually on the job. She did not steal that map for herself. It looks like she was working for someone else, and she's still continuing to work for them while still going under the illusion for Luffy and for Zoro that she's actually on board. So that's what's going on with our main crew. That's where we're at as far as the show. Ready to jump back into the series. We're going to do that, but before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I do reactions to shows like this here as well as many others. So if you'd like to watch me watch other shows or just follow me on this particular journey, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. That way you'll know when I upload new videos. And if you really like this video, I'd appreciate it so much if you showed some love to the like button as well. It just helps the girl out with the algorithm and such things. Okay, that out of the way, guys. Let's get into the episode right about now. Hey, messenger bird. Syrup Village? Sounds delicious. You're not seeming animated enough for me for this. I need to see the terror in your eyes. So this is just his job daily? Oh, I see. He's the boy who cried wolf.
Pirates, man the cannons! Batten the hatches!
Oh, batten your hatches, you idiot!
Oh.
Pirates! Pirates! The pirates are coming!
I was gonna say, the first time that kid was doing it, he did not seem terrified enough for me, for someone who was actually running from pirates. But unfortunately, when the pirates actually do come now, they're not going to believe him, which is sad.
Zoro, check it out.
That's unique.
Oh, that's a compliment, I think.
I think the toilet's busted.
We don't have a toilet.
Oh, well then something back there's leaking.
What?
I thought he was about to say that he did something, because that would have been really yucky. Oh no! You almost drowned the snail.
The way you're clanging those swords around all the time, you must have broken something.
I was about to say, underneath, how long do you think these swords are, sis?
The Gecko Islands, we can probably make it there before our ship sinks. Let's just want to get a better one.
Good, with a working toilet.
My guy's like, I've been holding it for days. Ooh, ow, your hands though.
You better prove yourself if you're gonna sail under me.
Excuse me, we didn't even ask to be put on this ship and you're talking about proving yourself. We want to go home.
Why did I have to get dragged along for this?
You joined. Also, that hair's ridiculous.
I already tied that knot.
Not would have slipped. I was just
trying to show me up.
Yeah, really, you should just let him get in trouble.
Which one of you secured this rigging?
He did, sir.
And he did right.
It's a fine knot, son.
Thank you. Plenty of practice, because I've actually been on the ocean.
Leave all this drilling to the raw recruits.
Yeah.
Son, what's about me?
Find a rope and practice.
Yeah, what about you?
That clown was worth 15 million berry. We should have stuffed his head in the bag and brought it with us.
You shit him.
Hey, you got us a ship?
This hand cam work, very interesting.
Turns out Syrup Village is known for their shipbuilding. Lots of options.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
You got money? How you gonna get this ship? You gonna liberate it? Like a pirate?
Nobody makes a fool of Buddy the Clown.
Already did.
We're closed.
Hey there.
Arlong wants a word.
Uh-oh. Not so jokey anymore, huh?
But I don't take requests.
Oh, I don't think he was requesting. Damn. One shot with a webbed hand. With effectively a fin. You got fin slapped.
You want to steal a ship?
Yeah.
How else did you expect us
You
to
got
do
money?
it?
And we're gonna get it the right way.
Okay, pitch that to the salesman. I'm sure that'll win him over.
Exactly.
Again, sarcasm. Right over that head. That's one bad shit. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Caravel class, top of the line, 96 feet of pure luxury. Whip staff, brother.
96
galley,
feet?
Cannon decks fore and aft.
Good salesman.
I found our ship. And this guy will sell it to us.
Willie?
I'm not a salesman.
Do you
Right?
even work here?
Of course I do.
Just not here.
The owner of the ship just happens to be my closest friend in the world.
Your friend owns this ship.
Nope.
You've got a handle on basic seamanship. You learned that on that pirate ship of yours.
Kind of had to learn on the job. It's either that or be tossed overboard, you know?
Our experiences don't define us.
They kind of do, though.
Kai's given me an open invitation to drop by anytime I want.
I don't know about that.
Most people only care about themselves and what's theirs.
Sounds like someone I know.
Interesting. But they say, though, you know, if you really are a good person, you are with or without the money. That's the other expression I like. Money only amplifies who you really are.
Why are we going around the back way?
Oh, I never use a front entrance. This is more of a VIP entrance reserved for
Is
special
it?
guests.
Or maybe you're sneaking in because, you know, you don't actually know this person? Hi!
I'm here to give Kaya an extra special gift.
Usopp!
The way she's like, I was going to mop with this.
What a wonderful surprise.
Told ya.
Have you come to tell me another story? I do love hearing about your adventures.
Like, let the girl have a story. God.
You all must stay for dinner.
Miss Kaya.
Oh, you won Luffy over.
Please, Glador. It's my birthday.
Yeah, it's her birthday.
Won't be too much trouble, can
You
it?
big meanie. You Grinch.
Of course, Miss Kaya.
That's right. Make the damn food.
All right.
Just throw some water, potatoes, and carrots in a pot. They'll eat it.
Kindly show Usopp and his friends to the guest suites. You will bathe
Oh.
and change before dinner.
Oh. The shade. But I mean, a girl loves a nice bath, but damn.
Wanted to give you your birthday present.
Oh, he's a thoughtful one.
A giant pearl!
So it is.
It wasn't easy to get either. It was guarded by a giant goldfish monster.
He's a giant child. Get your shoes off the bed. Uh-oh. Don't laugh too hard. Oh,
Kaya, you okay?
give her some water. Is that tea? What kind of blue tea you be drinking, girl?
How have you been feeling lately?
Great. Can't you tell?
I'll keep going on these grand adventures as long as you want to hear them.
I wouldn't miss them for the world.
Sweet. I like it. I like it a lot.
What do you think?
Frenchy.
You look like Nami.
Thanks.
Something black.
How edgy.
I mean, always bet on black.
I said I'm wearing black.
I hate you guys.
Oh. Wear what you want to wear. Who cares what these boys think?
This stuff doesn't make her feel lonely, it makes her feel important.
Look at you, Miss Judgmental. You just know everybody, don't you? You know everything.
I'm sure we can work out a way to get that ship.
No way. Rich people don't stay rich by giving things away.
That part's true. Oh, she found something for you. He's gonna look good in anything.
Nice.
Oh, and he likes it. Don't drink blue tea.
You do so much for me. Not as a butler, as a friend. I don't know how I'll ever repay you.
Oh. Ew. You guys slacking.
What is this?
I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
No,
It won't.
it won't.
She's gonna. Oh. Okay, well, that's one last glass to clean. Thanks. This game's still going?
Too focused on not losing. You won't win wars if you keep playing defensive.
Interesting. Ooh, the stakes are high. Sweat is coming from the brows. This is an all-stakes game. I have no idea how to play this or the rules.
Especially with these young upstarts. They need a swift hand to put them back in their place, understood?
Oh, is that the way you do it? Okay. As someone who grew up on a ship where you were constantly beaten, you should really be questioning that, my friend.
Reminds me of that one time I slayed a dragon, cooked it over an open flame, ate the whole thing.
You are so full of crap, Usopp, but we appreciate it.
You manage all of Kaya's finances.
Oh, yes. I've handled her family's accounts, both personal and professional, for years.
You're a sheep man. A sheeple.
I love that dress on you.
Thanks.
Keep it.
Belonged to my mother. It was one of her favorites.
Awkward.
I'm sure she would agree. It suits you splendidly.
See, she's kind.
Funky bar. Well, I can assure you I've never patronized that type of a
You've never? Somehow I didn't believe you.
Shall we all move to the dining room?
Yes! Oh.
The fact that Luffy basically found his exact same outfit, just a little bit, like a different shade, is great. I like how eclectic they made this set. It's great. The plates on the walls, the colors, the decor. Don't eat it.
It's your birthday. You should be able to eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
Usopp mentioned that you're sailors.
Nope, not sailors. We're pirates.
He's like, I might as well just put it out there.
We have already defeated an evil clown, raided a marine base, and taken down a captain with an axe.
That is the best thing ever. We took down an evil clown. You just said it like, you say, God, talk out the garbage yesterday.
What are you doing? Get down from there at once.
Make me.
Being a pirate has been my dream for as long as I can remember.
Let people know.
Where even more adventures await us. And at the end of the journey,
Sir! I mean, it's all poisoned anyway, but still.
King of the pirates.
You're serious?
Does he look like he's joking? Take it, servant!
Claudio, it's okay.
Now look what you've done. You've upset Miss Skye.
Or she's just breathing.
But they are out. First thing in the morning.
Are they? Miss Kaya, you need to speak up for yourself. You're the mistress of this house, but you acting like you one of the servants.
Have this on board.
There goes your
Couldn't have gotten far.
flag. You just made it, Luffy.
I want those pirates found.
Yes, sir.
Not you. Him.
That's right. Know your place.
Senior cadet has proven unwarranted.
Period.
Nepotism can only get you so far.
Daddy ain't here for you now.
Don't waste it.
Yes,
He
sir.
won't, because no one's ever believed in him before, except for Luffy. Maybe if you cut your hair there, Fabio, he'd take you more seriously.
That young woman has been through enough, and I won't let anyone take advantage of her.
No, never turn your back on a man like him. Oh, he fast.
I won't stand for this any longer.
As you stand perfectly still. Well, guess they're having lamb kebabs tonight. Oh, speaking of clowns.
I'm no fan of yours.
Uh-oh. It's a lot of bass in that voice. Sharky! Oh, okay. I didn't get a chance to read the damn poster.
You pull a job in my seas.
Yep.
Gotta pay tribute.
Oh, he's even got the fin.
You pull me clown, you.
Wait. I've got eyes and ears everywhere.
Do you? Because you were alone. When they found you were completely alone. Your whole clown posse left.
Midnight snack.
That tracks.
Of course.
The way all of them are like, how do we ransack this place in some way before we go? I mean, the nice thing is if she notices these things are missing, like they did announce they were pirates, so it's not like she can be surprised. Did you even look in this room before you went in? Could be death waiting behind those doors. Mm-hmm. Or her room.
What's he doing? Is everything right?
Sorry, this...
So, you are a pirate, after all.
Oh, you see?
Friends.
So we're friends now? You don't even know me.
Can you take your walls down, sis? She's making conversation. And she's like so sick. What's she gonna do?
At sleepover, do each other's makeup.
Happy?
Kai, are you okay?
No! Look at her! She's like a walking skeleton.
All that stuff true that you said about the clown and the axe hand guy?
Every word? I mean, they're not as exciting as your adventures.
Your fake adventures? Full of lies? Yeah, I'm sure they're not.
I can't leave. Kaya needs me.
No, she does need somebody.
Her parents died a few years ago and she took it pretty hard and
Obviously.
I want to be there for her, you know?
Your parents. What happened to them?
Oh, they got sick. Mysteriously?
They died at sea.
Did they?
I'm sorry.
Oh, look at you. Recognizing she's human.
Have you ever lost anyone close to you?
Everyone. Thanks for asking.
You're not very good at this friends thing, are you?
Nope. She's kind of a cow. She gets better eventually.
You don't think she, likes me, do you?
You're asking the wrong guy.
He's like, I don't
Hey,
look
but
at
if you
those
were Kaya,
things.
would you like me?
I already liked you.
Aw, Luffy does. Luffy would totally date you.
Got it from my dad. He's a notorious pirate. I don't really remember him that well. He'll be back one day.
Yeah. That's what they all believe. He went out for cigarettes. He'll come back.
If you guys are gonna talk about feelings, I'm really gonna need a drink.
Right? Or to get out of here. You are such a beautiful boy. Oh, I could stare at that face all day.
Got everything I need right here.
Well, if anyone can handle it, it's Luffy. But if he gets sick, hopefully he'll put together that everything she eats is blue.
Hey, I'm pretty sure they keep the good stuff over here.
Oh no. You've now touched the body. You're a suspect.
It's Mary. He's.
I love that he actually poured it into a glass. I would have just drank from the bottle.
It appears we have some rats in our cellar.
Run, Usopp, please. Run. Run now.
On a wanted poster. Your Kuro, captain of the Black Cat Pirates.
16 mil? Not bad. Even more than the clown.
No one interferes in my plans.
I think we did. We so did. Oh, I told you to run, my guy. I told you this is not a place for people who look like us. This is a melanin-free zone. Go. Well, that was too easy. Wait, are those vampires? What the hell? I cannot believe the Great Zoro was felled by a wine bottle. Bro.
Let him say whatever he wants. No one will believe him.
Sadly, that's what happens when you lie your whole life. When you have real stuff to say, no one believes you. but Luffy will.
Let Usopp go away.
Exactly. What a hoity-toity jerk, eh?
This may not be my place, but
get rid of your creepy-ass butler.
Or anyone for that matter run your life.
Don't feel so good about taking that stuff now when you see there's a person behind it, huh? And what's worse is that if you'd asked, she would have given it to you. Zoro, bro, wakey wakey. Oh, not into the infinite well of doom. Zoro, baby.
Shame to get rid of such nice songs there.
Oh, don't touch those. Why would you ring the bell for this one?
Help me! Please open up!
This is why you don't cry. This is a very long lesson, folks, about why you don't lie your whole life. People won't listen to you when you actually need it. Yep, seen the repercussions of all those jokes now, huh? But I'm gonna need you to stand up on your own 2 feet, Usopp. You're not a weakling. Come on! Slingshot of doom!
You can't keep telling people that pirates are coming.
But they are coming, and Dad's coming with them. He'll be home soon, I promise.
She's like, sweet summer child.
But you do know that even if he doesn't come,
He will. I know he will. Then you'll start feeling better.
So that's where he... Wow. Mom... Ugh. I can't even be mad at her because how do you tell your child you're never getting better?
Mom? Mom?
Not right in front of him, gosh.
Why won't anybody believe me?
Really? Yeah, him and Luffy are very similar. Oh.
I believe you.
How did they just creep in like death? Oh, no, you stop here? Wow. Wow. Breaking that into 2 episodes, okay, which I think is good because we got ourselves another villain and he was a villain in disguise. Although, truthfully, to look at him, I don't know how they didn't immediately realize that he was evil. You know, just a little too prim, a little too proper, a little too cold in the eyes. You gotta watch out for those people. Also, the grounds people, the fact that they were really like ready and willing to beat Usopp up just for showing up on the grounds. All alarm bells, but yes, much like Luffy, Usopp clearly lives in his own world, one where I feel like we can say he's there because it's less painful and a lot easier to deal with than his real world, which is that he no longer has any family. And they don't talk about it much in this show, or I mean, I think a lot of shows as well, like especially like animes and stuff, but in a lot of countries, and particularly in Asian countries, unfortunately, being an orphan is kind of like a social status thing. Like, it's not good. A lot of people look down on orphans, unfortunately, and often they get ostracized from society. So it becomes a very lonely place to be when you're in that situation, even though it's of no fault of your own, but it's very hard. And, you know, for the time period that they're kind of putting this show in, it very much would have been a faux pas to be an orphan. You know, you really would be kind of lumped in with the people in society that people kind of avoid. And so, yeah, anyways, I just kind of rolled right into that though. But yes, we've been introduced to Usopp, who is another big character in this canon. And we got to see since he was a little boy, he's had a very vivid imagination. And he's also been very optimistic and hopeful, even when a lot of people told him it was foolish to be so. And as I said, we already have a character that's very much like that. Him and Luffy are very much on the same wavelength as far as having that undimmable hope and maybe not the best critical thinking skills. But we see that because he's been crying wolf ever since he was a kid, now that there's genuine danger and he actually needs people's help, unsurprisingly, everyone just thinks it's another day of Usopp lying to us. And again, Usopp didn't ever think he was lying, right? In his mind, he thought it's going to happen someday. But, you know, kid who has a sick mom and no dad, I mean, he's going to do things for attention. And to me, this was pretty clearly an attention grab, or attention seeking, I should say. But unfortunately, it backfired in this situation. And now no one in this town actually believes that they have pirates right there amongst them. But we got to give it up for these pirates because they're a lot smarter than the average pirate, right? We saw with, you know, Buggy, he's like so loud and out there, like there's no way you don't know that this guy's up to something shady. Whereas with this pirate, you know, he's been playing the long game, said he came to them years ago, has been a friend of the family, and now is managed to ingratiate himself right into this woman's home as her right-hand person. So this is a con artist is really what he is. You know, a pirate, but more of a con artist, you know, and he's playing a long con too, because this has been over years. So it's understandable that no one knows that there's pirates there because he's managed to keep a very good low profile all this time. And he has a plan here. As we found out, the shipyard is about to be turned over to him. And the one person who could have possibly alerted Kira to the fact that this is shady, because remember, Kira thinks it's being signed over to her, not to him, which is why you always sign your own paperwork, people. That's the lesson to learn here. But anyways, yeah, the one person that could have warned her is no longer with us. And of course, it exposed who he really was. And we saw the whole time that my guy Zoro knew that he'd seen him before, but he just couldn't place it. But even so, even if he had placed it, chances are he would not have been able to convince her that this man that she's known for years is who he told you. Well, right, he's got no leverage with Kira is my point, not at this point. So yeah, our crew is in a precarious position once again, but of course they have no idea how bad, well, Zoro does now, but we got Luffy, who went and just drank a giant vat of the poison soup that this poor girl's been drinking. And, well, we all know it's not going to kill him, but it might have some side effects. We'll have to see. But since we now know that this new pirate, again, just like Buggy, has special powers, I don't know, the Zoom Zoom fruit. As I said, I have watched One Piece, but y'all, it's been a long time since I've watched these preliminary, like this was back in like the earlier episodes. I'd have to go back and watch to remember the names and all the names of the fruits. But yes, clearly he's not your average guy. So we're going to need somebody with not your average powers to help take him down, especially if Zoro is out of commission right now. So yeah, lots to go down in the next episode as far as our crew figuring out how to get out of here and save our poor dear Kira, who is proving that the stereotypes that all rich people are cold-blooded snobs is not true. And sometimes they're actually just good-hearted people who happen to be rich. Outside of that, we just had a little bit of Buggy, who has been threatened by yet another pirate who's apparently higher in the hierarchy. And this pirate now is going to use Buggy to try to get to Luffy. Of course, this is all part of Buggy's plan because he's very upset about the fact that he was bested by a kid. But we got this chain effect going now, right? Luffy's name's getting out there. He's actually a nobody, but his name is already out there. You know, we've got the captain of the Marines who knows his name now. We got 2 pirates who know his name. Well, actually 3 if you're counting the one we were introduced to in this episode. So my guy's getting famous pretty quickly, and it definitely doesn't help that every time he meets someone, he stands on a table and says he's going to be king of the pirates. But hey, if there's a lesson in this show, if any others, is that you need to speak your affirmations into the world so that things come to fruition. He said he's going to get himself a ship. He's going to get that ship. So yes, we had that. And then of course the stuff with Kobe was pretty standard. Just him moving up the ranks of the Marines, and that captain, Mr. Captain Cape there, recognizing that this kid's a lot smarter than he looks and that he's actually a valuable asset to him. So yeah, Kobe is going to start falling under the spell because he's never really had anyone believe in him. You can tell that. He's always felt like he's had to cower or be insignificant. And here's someone who's kind of giving him a chance to shine on his own and do what he wants to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts to shift his viewpoint on Luffy and whether or not he really is in the wrong for going after him after everything that Luffy did for him. So you can already see the seeds of the potential villain origin story being planted, if you know, friends to enemies situation. But we're just going to keep watching and see how the show handles it within the short season that we've got. So yeah, another great episode. Really, really well done. Love the set design that they did, this whole house, the whole situation. I think it's just, they did a really good job of adapting this so far. I really do see why the creator of One Piece gave this show his blessing, because it really does feel like a real adaptation of what he created, but in a way that makes sense in the real world. So yeah, still loving it. Still a 9 out of 10 for me overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.